Okay, is the world's most popular crypto exchange scamming everybody and insider trading? That's what we're going to look at today because that is a big, big deal. If so, and it also comes down to some kind of interesting definitions of what you call scamming and what you call insider trading. Really, I know what I would call it, but let's see what you would call it after this video. Before we do this and get into all that, go to Webull, get your 2 free stocks, maybe 5 free stocks. I get like one, and so I get less than you, but that's good because you're putting in like $100 and you just keep it there, and that's it. So let's look at the overall. Also, like and subscribe to this channel. Let's look at the overall coin market cap for today. It's been back up since this morning that we covered it. And what we want to see is we want to see that kind of $2 trillion market cap, right? For the most part, that kind of is indicative of it going up and increasing. What we also want to see is we want to see some of these big 10 start to come up too from their 7-day lows, right? Their 7 days are all down pretty significantly when you look at the overall portion of the entire crypto market. And it's something that it doesn't strike me as super terrible because it's kind of, I think, just rebasing because it did so well and now it's just kind of finding its footing. And I think that that's going to be okay. Bitcoin's back at 41,000 and that was up from 40,000 today. So this is some serious insider trading going on in Coinbase, allegedly. Earlier today, Coinbase made a transparency post. So this is Coinbase. As we know, it's one of the main crypto exchanges in the entire world, and it has a ton of venture capital, has a ton of users, it has 5 million followers on Twitter, and the employees are allegedly getting rich, and this is how they're doing it. Starting immediately as part of an effort to increase transparency by providing as much information symmetry as possible, Coinbase will be using this blog post as a pilot to communicate assets under consideration. So this is kind of what they got in trouble for, right? A bunch of people on Twitter went digging off the chain and found that there's an insider that's been buying massive positions in these tokens prior to getting listed on Coinbase, which is a fantastic idea. It is a fantastic idea because Coinbase is a market maker and they could just buy it, and once it's released on Coinbase it becomes insanely profitable. I've even tracked it and tried to buy it as soon as it pops up on Coinbase. Does anyone do that? I've tried that, which has obviously skyrocketed after the announcement. So here we have Alan Stacked on Twitter. The Coinbase insider made a purchase 2 hours ago for about $10,000. The buy is currently worth $131,000, $364,500, $612,000 now. That's insane. Found an Ether address that bought hundreds of thousands of dollars of tokens exclusively featured in the Coinbase asset listing post about 24 hours before it was published. So you can see right here, this is the address, and you can see the 1,500 retweets. Found a related address that bought XYO Fox RGT before the Coinbase listing announcement as well. So this has been corroborated by multiple other sources. Someone made a fresh wallet and front ran 7 figures into UPI and AVT before the Coinbase announcement. So Coinbase has some explaining to do. Makes sense now. Clear insider trading going on behind the Coinbase doors. So what do you think about this? Because let's look at the definition of insider trading. Insider trading is the trading of a company's stocks or other securities by individuals with access to confidential or non-public information about the company. Now, it gets kind of crazy in crypto because there's a lot of people that says that crypto, you can't insider trade crypto because crypto is a broad market. It's a free market. There's no capital controls. There's no people in charge. There's no whatever. And you don't have insider trading because no one has really insider information because there is no inside. It's all on the public ledger, right? So they say that crypto can't be insider traded. However, Coinbase is a backed company. Let's look at who backs them. So as we can see right here on Wikipedia, it's a American company, of course, a cryptocurrency exchange, and it was started by a former Airbnb engineer, and it's enrolled in Y Combinator startup incubator program. So it got a significant backing from Y Combinator. It's an incubator. They give you like their platform and some money and allow you to do demo day, and then they take a little bit percentage of your business, and received 150,000 cash infusion. There is also got a Series A by Fred Wilson and Union Square Ventures and Andreessen Horowitz of Union Square Ventures. And the only reason that that's important is because now the company received a $75 million investment from the Draper Fisher and the New York Stock Exchange and USAA. And so it is a public company now. It's not crypto. I mean, it exchanges crypto, but it's a public company. So there is real potential, allegedly, right, of actual insider trading. Here's Brian Armstrong with his smug little face at 6.4 billion. I'd be smug too. So let's look at. So this is a Iowa Law Review article about cryptocurrency and insider trading. They basically says that should all insider trading be decriminalized, or for example, insider trading law applies to stock but doesn't cover bonds. How about commercial real estate, coveted artwork, or copper? And should it? So it says most scholars have assumed a limited domain covering just familiar securities such as stock, basically meaning that they're only, insider trading is mostly concentrated on stocks, and that's what the law is around. That's what the cases are around, is stocks. By contrast, I previously argued for a wider domain. Crypto assets are new, but they're already outside the domain of insider trading for most skeptics. So, crypto assets are new, but they're already outside the domain of insider trading for most law skeptics. Insider trading law regulates trading in material non-public information and usually goes along with insider information. Let me show you. For example, an executive might sell her stock after seeing an early draft of an earnings report. By contrast, many doubt the existence of material non-public information about open source virtual currency. So it says, since Bitcoin is a digital asset that functions as a medium of exchange, all relevant information needed to price Bitcoin is publicly available. That's Bitcoin specifically, though. Likewise, American insider trading law generally requires a trader to have breached a duty, and this is what I talk about all the time, right? The people that get in trouble the most are the ones that breach their duty of disclosure, right? So if they have a fiduciary relationship, trust, or confidential relationship, for example, a corporate executive occupies a trusted role at a corporation and in some sense works for the shareholders, but it would be betrayal to buy shares from that shareholder at a price that they would sure to regret. By contrast, many crypto assets have no executives or trusts or shareholders to betray, and instead they're impersonal, decentralized, and trustless. So that's very, very different. But in this case, since Coinbase is a public company, it doesn't function as crypto. It has to function as a public company. So I would love all y'all's thoughts on this. What do you think about this? Have you sourced them yourself? Have you believe that this is insider trading? And if so, how should people deal with it? And have you invested in any of these things that have been listed on Coinbase? Have you invested in any of the ones that they said that they were doing some trading on, allegedly, right? XYO, FOX, RGT, and are you up and down in your investment? UPI, AVT? Tell me about that, because I would love to know that, and what you think people should do about this. And if should it, here's the thing: if you have insider trading of crypto and you want that to be fixed, you're kind of calling for regulation, right? It's kind of outside the spirit of crypto. So it's kind of a mind, it screws with your mind. At least it screws with mine, maybe because I have a small, tiny little mind. But it's something to really think about and to really ponder on. So anyway, thanks for watching. Much more where this came from, and we'll see you soon.